Hello. How many of you are excited about the idea of what AI can do for your business? Same. And when I start thinking about what AI can do, I get excited by the idea of content generation, but what really, truly gets me jazzed is thinking about how we are going to be able to start solving previously unsolvable problems. Let me ask you another question. What would it mean to increase your daily booking rate by 15%? Or increase upgrades by 20%? Increase the engagement in your loyalty program by 40%? That is what happens when you bring AI and data together. Tejas, who is the co-founder of HighTouch, is here with me to talk about how when you combine the new Snowflake Travel and Hospitality AI Data Cloud with HighTouch AI decisioning making, your marketers can start to 2x their impact and create loyal advocates. And in travel and hospitality, loyal advocates are a thing. These are the customers who are spending their share of wallet on you, who are referring friends and family, and ultimately having an outsized impact on your business's ability to grow. In today's world, finding those loyal customers within the sea of everyday customers that you have is not the opportunity. The opportunity lies in transforming those everyday, infrequent travelers into these loyal advocates. And Tejas is going to tell you how.
So before we talk about how AI can really transform the process of turning your everyday customers into loyal advocates, let's just talk about how travel businesses, whether they're airlines or hospitality chains or OTAs, are thinking about this today. So no matter if you're on the marketing team or any team in the business, you probably know a little bit about how this works. Marketing teams and digital teams and product teams are thinking in terms of personas or audiences or segments. They're defining these audiences like, are you a room upgrader? Are you someone who frequently books early check-in? Are you a work traveler? Are you a luxury traveler? Are you a family traveler, and so on? And then they go into these different tools like Salesforce Marketing Cloud and say, if you fit in one of these audience buckets, you should receive this sequence of emails or these push notifications or this experience on the website. Now, what's the problem with this? Well, if we think about it, personalization in this way of building audience segments is a good way to start. But how many of us actually just consider us a room upgrader or a luxury traveler or a work traveler? It's situational, and what we want to receive from an engagement perspective differs based on so much context, of which there's so much data about. So really this paradigm that we're trying to unlock with AI decisioning in Snowflake and HighTouch is a paradigm where John receives 2 emails following up with him about a room upgrade because there's some intent based on John's behavior and past transactions and customers that look similar to him that says that's the optimal thing to send the customer, or the AI is experimenting to figure that out for the next John. And Amy receives a mobile push because AI is looking at everything to determine that's the right way to engage her. And Nate maybe even receives some ad spend in addition to that, which is expensive, but the predictive score of his lifetime value is high enough that it's well worth it. So obviously this is amazing and is the holy grail for marketing, but let's talk a little bit about how it actually works today.
Yeah, and the great news is that this is actually happening today. We're doing it now. But a word of warning, your AI is only as good as the data it has access to. That's where the Snowflake AI Travel and Hospitality Data Cloud comes in. It allows you to unify all of your data, customer data, operational data, in one place so that your marketers can make better decisions. And that's not all. That's right, there's more. And you might want to write this one down. As your data gets richer, your AI gets smarter. And on Snowflake, you're able to easily enrich your data with second and third-party data in a trusted way that allows your marketers to really create that foundation for magic.
So one of the most common use cases for a data platform like Snowflake is analytics and strategic thinking and reporting for the business. But where we think this gets really powerful between the partnership of HighTouch and Snowflake and this joint offering of AI decisioning is when you take all that data from the data cloud and you start using it to determine the ideal way to engage every customer across every channel. Now, we're not replacing your advertising tools or Salesforce that sends your emails or Adobe that changes your website. We plug into those tools and help feed those decisions using reinforcement learning, propensity scores, contextual bandits, and a bunch of different ML technologies to make every single interaction with the customers an experiment that is being optimized versus just following rules or audience buckets, et cetera. So this is really a new paradigm of marketing. We're doing this for some major brands in the travel space today, like Accor, which is a joint customer of Snowflake and Hightouch, and has driven some pretty meaningful double-digit percentages on revenue-driving metrics like loyalty offer activations for some of their luxury segment and so forth. And this is just one of the many customers that's using Hightouch and Snowflake together for this sort of decisioning use case. And really, the main thing I want to instill in this audience and in this presentation is that there's no sort of silver bullet with AI where it sits on all your data and just starts talking to your customers left and right. This is a solution that marketing teams configure and guide. Right? You put in the content you trust. You plug in the systems of actions. You put in guardrails. You connect the data. And AI figures out the underlying execution. So what I would encourage everyone to think about is don't think about a huge AI transformation. Think about what is that one use case where you're engaging a customer that can make 10% of a difference, can make a huge revenue impact. And let's talk about it and try to deliver it.
Thank you, Whitney and Tejas. Audience, what do we think? Mostly greens. I don't see any reds out there. Well done. Focus group. All thumbs up.
All right.
Down front, Kevin's a little skeptical. Timothy is a little more skeptical. What do we got? Amy.
Okay, my one question is just basic business model. Snowflake, obviously a lot of people have Snowflake internally. Are you selling this together? Does Hightouch sell its own system? Is it like a must-have together? I mean, why aren't you just part of Snowflake?
Yeah, great question. So we generally sell into marketing, digital, business teams. Snowflake generally sells into the CTO, CIO, IT side of the house. Snowflake is obviously an essential technology. Need a data platform to have all that data across the business for tons of use cases, from supply chain to front office to back office, you name it. We sit as an independent tool that runs directly on top of Snowflake, so we're a SaaS product, a SaaS business. We have about 700 customers globally and about 120 customers in the enterprise using us for data activation for marketing, with AI decisioning as a new offering we've released this year, which is really getting steam in travel and hospitality. So that's how it works. We sit on top of Snowflake or your data platform without copying data, but it's a separate contract.
I gotcha. Okay.
KJ?
I think one of the biggest issues that, apart from the platform, is getting the data right within Snowflake, right? Because if you don't get that right, then nothing is going to work on the campaign stuff. So do you actually help organizations with that structured data pipe and ensuring that that is the foundation layers there for it to perform?
Yeah, great question. So at Hightouch, we offer a platform called a composable CDP, basically a customer data platform that sits around Snowflake. We have other products in our suite that allow you to collect data from the warehouse or identify what a customer is across different data sources or incorporate third-party data. AI decisioning is the one where it's like really our differentiator in the market. But the more data you get, which we also offer products for, and Snowflake has more products for, the better decisioning can be. But because we experiment, even if you don't have that much data, we can be learning from what did we show the customer previously and what should we show them based on that. So just a small amount of data can actually be valuable due to experimentation.
So are we evaluating Snowflake or Hightouch?
It's the combination of the two. They come together.
Literally in the same question.
Yeah. AI decisioning, which necessitates both. Yeah.
Thank you both. Well done. Off stage, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.